right, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters. Well, the one thing that proud, patriotic Americans do not like is being made to feel like we're dumb, or that we're lesser than, or that we need to be preached and or lectured to. We simply do not need it from entities that are supposed to be entertaining us. I mean, you're supposed to be getting up there and dancing, telling jokes, not at our expense and not at President Trump's expense. And this is something, of course, along with identity politics, that Disney and the Academy Awards and Oscars has leaned heavily into over the last, really, it went into overdrive probably the last 6 to 8 years, but they were flirting with it even a decade ago. And you want to talk about an event, and I remember when I worked corporate, and my last year in corporate was 2010, but I can remember down around 2005, 2006, that we had people, I had managers working for me, etc. They were having Oscar watch parties in the same way that people get together for a UFC event or a big NFL game, those kind of big things. I mean, they would have 10, 12, 15, 20 people over to their house to watch the Oscars. It was a massive deal. Now, I don't know that any of that happens anymore. I really don't. I know those people certainly aren't doing it. And it's hard to believe that at one time, guys, the Oscars just 20 years ago, 25 years ago, was drawing ratings that would flirt with NFC and AFC championship game ratings now in the NFL. And those are basically the second most watched shows of the entire year. The Super Bowl is first. The championship games are always second and third, generally speaking. The Oscars was drawing 50 million viewers at one point. Jimmy Kimmel is hosting. Of course, he's got a titanic case of Trump derangement syndrome. Here we go. Disney's ABC is reportedly struggling to sell commercials for its upcoming broadcast of the Academy Awards, with ad space still available a mere 2 weeks from the March 10th show. They can't sell any ads. It's gotten so bad, so many of these Hollywood elites have gotten up on stage and lectured America to the point the ratings are so bad, they can't even get advertisers that, by the way, have embraced a lot of this identity politics. The actual advertisers have embraced it, but now they don't want to pay for ads. And it's funny because they all concocted this creation together. This meltdown is like, I mean, it's everybody's giving each other a reach around in this scenario. Well, congratulations, you screwed each other. The lack of advertiser interest comes amid growing public disaffection for the Oscars and woke celebrities who have turned the once must-see event into a platform for progressive grandstanding. Not to mention, most of these films that have come out are dog shit. I mean, look, it's kind of went right along with where the movies have gone, right? We've embraced wokeness, we've embraced identity politics, and now we suck. And nobody gives a rat's ass if your artsy-fartsy film wins Best Picture. Nobody cares. Viewership for the Oscars is still way down, despite receiving a slight boost last year from Best Picture nominees Top Gun Maverick and Avatar: The Way of the Water. Fewer than 19 million people tuned into last year's ABC broadcast. 10 years ago, the Oscars drew more than 40 million viewers. In 1998, the show attracted more than 50 million viewers. Wow. They're down 60%. Funny. Just like we're talking about Jimmy Kimmel's hosting, Jimmy Kimmel's viewership is down 60%. That's pretty interesting. Wasn't it Kevin Hart that the wokes tried to cancel over some LGBTQ elemental P jokes he was telling? And they didn't want him involved with the Oscars, and I can't remember if he apologized or not. ABC is bringing back the virulently anti-conservative, Jimmy Kimmel to host this year's show. Kimmel has repeatedly used ABC Late Night Show to make fun of Trump supporters and conservatives. Executives at Disney-owned ABC are still working to sell commercials for the 96th Oscars, seeking between $1.7 and $2.2 million for a 30-second spot in the event. 3 people familiar with negotiations told Variety. The situation is apparently so dire that media buyers told Variety that they think ABC may have been open to lower bids. By comparison, a similar commercial during the Super Bowl on CBS went for $7 million. The Oscars' downward trajectory has had advertisers fleeing. Ad buyers spent $117.4 million on 2023's Oscar broadcast, according to Vivix, a tracker of ad spending, Variety reported. That represents a 15% drop from the $138.9 million in 2022. Wow. ABC sold 70 ads in 2022 and just 51 in 2023. Overall, ad spending for TV has taken a massive hit thanks to the Biden administration, with households cutting back on extravagances as they are being pummeled by sky-high prices for essential goods and services, including food, energy, rent, and insurance. The precipitous decline in advertising is hammering the bottom lines of Hollywood studios, which rely on network TV and cable divisions to help boost revenue. As a result, many have resorted to layoffs. Disney eliminated 7,000 jobs last year, with more budgets to come. And you know what's amazing about this? In a time where there's a real movement to cord cut altogether, like, to hell with it, I'm going to straight antenna. Because I don't know if you've noticed lately, if you hook up an OTA antenna, you're like, am I getting 50 channels? Am I getting 70 damn channels? Why am I paying for anything? In a day and time where there's a real movement there, this is shown on ABC, which is a free over-the-air antenna channel. Was one of the original 3s back in the day. Like me, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. I remember when it was CBS, ABC, NBC. Boy, shows were good back then. The Oscars was good back then. It's not now because nobody wants to be lectured to. And we don't want to hear how much you hate the person we support for president and how stupid we are for doing it. You can go bleep yourself 3 good times just to be sure. Go bleep yourself. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay. That should do it. I mean, yeah, we don't want to be lectured to. We want to see you get up there and dance and tell jokes that are not at our expense. I mean, is there going to be any jokes about Biden and his age or the border? I'm just wondering. A girl just got killed at University of Georgia from an illegal migrant, an illegal alien. Is that going to be... Y'all going to bring that up at all in your virtue signaling? I bet not. I bet you stay away from that at all cost. Man, the biggest mistake that Jimmy Kimmel, Disney, ABC, and all these fools made was the illusion that Trump supporters were dumb. That was the biggest mistake. Because, frankly, the majority of Trump supporters I know are business owners, people that work in corporate, high management, bachelor degrees, master's degrees, etc. There's some smart sons of bitches I know. I mean, they're voting for Trump. You can believe that. Because when he's in office, business is a booming. And they ain't got to worry about getting their throats cut from some illegal that's sauntered across the border that's wide ass open right now. You may wonder, well, damn, that took a turn. It all connects to things just down on the level of the damn Oscars, which it should not connect to. But Hollywood's done that. Not us, Hollywood. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.